Hi guys, welcome to another Tekkit tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you around the machines aspect of Tekkit. So to start off, there's 4 different kinds of machines. There's something called an electric furnace. Now this is used basically like a normal Minecraft furnace, only it's slightly quicker, and rather than having to power it with coal, you can actually power it with like Buildcraft power. So here I'm just using a generator, which actually, funny enough, uses coal anyway. But you could plug this into something like a geothermal loop, like I showed you last time, which gives you infinite power. So if you go back and watch episode 2, you'll be able to see what happens there. So first, what you're going to do is you're going to run a generator, which is this thing here. And if you just type it in the bottom here, it'll tell you how to make it. Oops, if I can spell right. Just tell you how to make it. Press R over it. Oh, something happened there. Hover over it and press R. Okay, that doesn't need to work for me. But if you, yeah, okay, now it'll work. So that'll actually tell you how to make it there. So then if you want to plonk this generator down, go ahead and put your coal in it. That, if you see, that'll start cooking away, and that'll actually start making you power here. Then if you get yourself a glass fibre cable, which again you can look up how to make, and then plug that into your electric furnace, this now has power. You can see it's got a bolt here of like electricity. So now if I was to get myself some just iron ore or something standard to smelt, put that in the furnace, you actually see that now it makes a horrible noise and it actually starts to smelt, and it's actually a lot quicker than a normal furnace. And you've got your iron ingot here. So that's the electric furnace, that's what that does. I'll just set that up because it's making a horrible noise. So our next machine is called, oh gosh, our next machine is called the macerator, which is this thing just here. So this thing actually kind of helps you in a way kind of duplicate your ores, but it's not cheating at all. So what you do is the same setup, generator, or as I said, the infinite power system, fiberglass cable, and then your macerator. Then if you were to put some ores into this macerator, if it's the furnace, make sure your generator's got power. If you put some ores in this macerator, you'll see this thing starts to fill up, and once that's actually finished, it'll actually make something called iron dust, and each one piece of ore, so one piece of ore, you'll see now, will make 2 pieces of iron dust. So then what you can go and do now is, if I was to go and put this into an electric furnace here, if I was to put that in there and that was powered, each piece of dust would make an iron ingot, which means that by putting your iron ore into the macerator, you're turning it into 2 iron dust, which can then be turned into 2 ingots. So by doing that, you're actually doubling the amount of iron you can get, and you can do that with anything: gold, silver, tin, copper, anything like that. So our next machine is called the compressor. So this machine is a new machine, obviously, and same setup, generator here, put your coal in it and get some power, or geothermal loop as before. And then what you can do with this, compressor. What you can do with this is you can actually get you can use it to compress things, funnily enough, because that's the name of it. So what you want to do is, say you wanted to make, I don't know, some kind of alloy plate or something like that, which you'll learn about. So if I get myself a mixed metal ingot, which you can hover over, press R, you can see you make that 3 refined iron, 3 bronze and 3 tin. So if I was to get some of those here like this, if I was to then put those into my compressor, one of those into the compressor, you'll see that makes a funny noise. It takes quite a long time actually for that to happen. Just wait for that to be done. And almost there. Perfect. So you see you get something called an advanced alloy. So you can use that for loads of things in Tekkit, and I'll show you the uses for lots of different items in another episode, so you can go and check those out once they're uploaded. So that's that machine, and our final machine that I'm going to show you is called the extractor. So same setup as all the other Buildcraft machines. Generator here, get your coal, oops, get your coal, put it in there, makes power, and then what you can do with this, so if you know about rubber, you'll know that if you get something called sticky resin, which you get from harvesting a rubber tree, normally if you put the sticky resin into an electric furnace or a furnace or any kind of furnace, it'll smelt and give you 1 rubber per sticky resin. But if you put a piece of sticky resin in the extractor, you'll actually see in a minute, if it hurries up. That's one thing about the machines, they actually take such a long time for this to happen, for it to tick over. And almost there. And boom, you'll see you'll get 3 rubber. So there's actually a way to triple the amount of rubber you can get, and you can use rubber for so many things in Tekkit. Cables, building the machines in the first place, just use it for so much. And also I have actually got something to show you. If you noticed how long it took for the machine to actually go through its cycle, you can actually make something called an overclocker, which is made with 3 coolant cells, which are just putting a water cell and the extractor, an electric circuit, which is that, refined iron, redstone, copper cable, and then copper cables. If I get some of those, if I was to then put, so if you notice how slow it goes by itself, if I go ahead and put some overclockers in there, you'll actually see, look how much faster that is. It just shoots along like that, speeds ahead, like that. So obviously if you're going to use overclockers, you're going to need a lot more power. So like, say you had a bat box down with loads of energy in it, and you had a normal extractor here, and it was just going away as it was. If you put in a load of overclockers, the power from the bat box will start going down a lot quicker than if you were just going to use it by itself. So one benefit to these machines, the electric machines, is what you can actually do is here, I've got a setup, so I've got my generator here. If I go ahead and put some coal in that. Oops. Spelling's all over the place today. Go ahead and get some coal. If I put that in a generator, it starts making power. So then you notice the glass fibre cable is taking the power first to the macerator. Then it travels along here and ends up here in the electric, powering the electric furnace. So what this system does is if I get some ore of some kind, I'll just use iron again for this example. Oops, probably want more than one. So what you notice now, this is called wooden pipe. So wooden pipe, basically, if you power it with a redstone engine, anything that's in this slot of the macerator, because you put it on this side, will get sucked out, go along the pipe, and it'll go into the top of this electric furnace. So if I go ahead and put some iron ore in here, and then put a couple of overclockers in to speed it up, watch what happens when this dust is made. So the iron dust goes here, and you see actually it starts disappearing. And if you look along here, it's actually being pulled out by this redstone engine, which is powered by a lever, along this pipe, and then once it's gone along that pipe, it'll come down into here and go into the electric furnace. Then it'll get turned into ingot. So this is, so you can literally just come home from your mining trip, got your ores, can't be bothered to put it into a furnace and all that, just seriously just shove it on top of the macerator, go away, come back, and you've got all of your double the amount of ores in here. So that's a perfect system for if you want to do a lot of mining or anything, things like that. So that's an ideal system for something like that. So that's about all for today, guys. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you learned a lot about machines. If you've got any questions, just put them down in the comments and I'll answer them as best I can. So remember to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next tutorial. So bye.